Let's begin by assessing the wig. I gently run my hands through the hair to feel for any tangles. This step is important and never skip it. If I found any knots, I would use a wide tooth comb or detangling brush to loosen them up, starting from the ends and working my way up to the roots. Once the hair is smooth and tangle-free, it's time to wash. I use Tresemme shampoo in this video, applying it generously throughout the strands. I wash the hair twice to remove build-up, dirt, and any product residue. Then I rinsed thoroughly with lukewarm water. I want you to pay attention to how I'm using my fingers and my palm to rub the hair. This is how you do it with every wig, okay? Do not scrub roughly. Do not wash it like you're washing a cloth. Please make sure you're very gentle, because if you do not handle it with care, the hair is going to tangle, and when it is dried, it's going to give you a very difficult time trying to get the hair to be styled, because you have to do all that detangling process all over again. Now, you may notice that the product that I've mentioned in this video is different from the one in the document. Don't be scared to use different types of products. Don't be scared to experiment. I have tried different types of products, and whenever I run out of a particular shampoo or conditioner, I always, know the next product to use or the one to couple with the ones I already have, okay? So do not be worried about using the same product over and over again. It's okay. There are so many products in the market that you can try. As long as they are safe, make sure you read through the content to make sure that you're using something safe, okay, for your wigs. Now, you see the way I'm running my hand through it, gently and professionally. That is how it's done, because sometimes some of the caps in the wig can be very, very dirty. Okay, so you have to make sure you don't just wash the hair, you're washing the cap, everything that came with the wig, the lace. Make sure you are careful with it, okay? So I'm going to be rinsing now. You see how I'm doing it? Be gentle with rinsing. Then after rinsing, I go in with my conditioner. I use Silk Element conditioner, focusing on the strands and ends. I let it sit for 15 minutes to deeply condition and soften the curls. After that, I rinsed everything out, okay? Now, the process of this conditioner is still the same way you handle it while you were washing. Make sure you just run your fingers down, using your fingers to also check for strands at the same time, okay? So what we are always checking for, so that our client is having the best service, is to make sure that there are no strands, okay? Make sure you take good care of the hair to ensure that it is giving you the result that you need. Once I've rinsed off the conditioner from the hair, next I am going to apply sheer hair mask, okay? This is going to nourish the hair for me. You apply this generously throughout the week. This step is key for pixie curls to maintain bounce and shine. I also use the same hair mask to treat all my regular wigs, the bone straight wigs, the bouncy wigs, because once it's inside water, all those curls and everything that comes with the bouncy hair goes away, okay? So the mask is what I use for all wigs. And when I use this mask, I am able to determine how good a hair is, because hairs actually react differently after you treat it, okay? That is how you know if the client has given you very good hair, very premium hair, because it will tell in the texture, all right? But it doesn't matter if it's premium or not. Your job is to deliver a seamless and a wonderful service for this client, okay? Now I have generously applied the mask throughout the hair. Next, I am going to be putting the hair into a Ziploc bag, add little cold water just so that the hair is damp in there. Then I add some hot water to a bucket, then put in that bag in that hot water and allow it to sit for an hour. Cover the bucket and make sure that it sits for an hour. Rinse off the mask from the hair, rinse off the product from the hair, ensure that it's properly gone. Make sure there is no residue of mask on it, and this can be done with cold water, okay? This locks in moisture. Always use cold water, especially for pixie hairs like this. Now you can dry it on the rack. I love to air dry. I do not use any form of heat to dry up my hair, because I try as much as possible to avoid heat. Now, it is very important that you use cold water when it comes to pixie hairs, coily wigs like this, don't go with warm water. Even when you are washing, if you want to wash the hair, use lukewarm water. But when it's time to rinse off products from the hair, always go in with cold water, okay? Because hot water can stretch out the curls and you may not get the curls the way that you need them to be. So avoid hot water always. The hair is dried and I have placed it on my mannequin head. I am first of all using my fingers to make sure that there are no tangles. Of course, there will be little tangle here and there, but that is your job to make sure that you free up those tangles. Next, you dampen the hair by using your spray bottle to spray the hair. Do not let it drip just to make it damp. Then you now release the tangles, ensure that the hair is tangle free. That is very, very important. All right. Once the hair is damp, then you go in with your product. Here I'm using Gold Series Coil Defining Pudding. Apply the product generously. One thing about hairs like this is that they take in a lot of moisture, a lot of product. So once it's dry, even when you see that it's damp, it doesn't stay damp for long. It soaks up moisture most of the time. So now that we are getting closer to the final step of this hair, I'm adding the mousse, which is a lightweight mousse. Here it's going to give a shine and it's going to bring back all the curls and define the hair more. And while I'm doing this, I'm also scrunching the hair gently, okay? This will help bring back the curls, all right? This will help maintain the form of the curls. The mousse will help maintain the form of the curls. So you have to be very, very intentional about the products that you use, okay? Now, I allowed this wig to sit and air dry naturally. I do not use heat on hairs like this, all right? Try as much as possible to avoid heat when it comes to pixie curls. I allow the wig to air dry naturally. I do not use any kind of heat. Do not rush the process. The more heat you use on wigs like this, the more you are destroying and damaging the hair. Okay, because it's going to lose all the curls. It's going to lose all the beauty that it came with. So please always air dry your wigs. Avoid heat as much as possible. Now, the pixie curls are always going to be looking refreshed and revived when you have followed these steps, okay? And it's ready to wear. Now, during this process, it is very, very, very normal to lose strands, okay? But it is your job to make sure that the strands you've lost from this process is as minimal as possible, okay? Your goal is to minimize hair loss by being gentle and using the right tools. Follow these steps and you will have no problem bringing old wigs back to life. I will be sharing the next video for bone straight wigs, regular bouncy wigs, and I'll be showing you step by step on how to achieve great results on those wigs. So you see, our wig is ready. My client, when she received this wig, she was very, very happy. Please, it is our job to make sure that we improve the hairs that are given to us. And if there is any reason to reject a wig, let it be that the damage is so bad that nothing can be done. Like for instance, when a wig was placed into the dryer, the washing dryer, I noticed from the picture sent to me that the wig cap and the hair itself had already glued together. So there was no way that would be separated. And even if I tried to, that would have cost that client a lot of money. So it is very important that you do a good job on your wig so that the client knows that if they cannot do it themselves, definitely there is a professional like you. All right, it is your job to give services that are top notch. So now the hair is ready. I have allowed it to air dry. You see the difference in texture. You see the difference in look. Now it is looking dry and looking more beautiful. This is what we are aiming for. See you in the next video.